Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long day of demonstrations, but allow me to give my roundup analysis as even I close the day today. I want to speak to the young people out there, the Gen Zs. I want you to carefully listen to me as I tell you something so special. I have been watching today's demonstrations since they started in the morning to this hour, and they even ongoing. I have asked myself several questions from today's demonstrations. I don't know if you've also done, but there's something that we need to learn from today's demos. A notice was given, an order was given, and even gazetted, allowing the military to take over cities and towns across the Republic of Kenya. After the gazette notice, the following day, Parliament passed a motion allowing the military to take over. The courts upheld the decision and said the military have been allowed to call to order the Gen Zs. Wakakubaliwa. A notice was given, a gazette notice, an official gazette notice was released by the Ministry of Defense. Today, I have seen protests in Nairobi, Kisii, Mombasa, Nakuru, the whole Kenya. I have seen protests. And I want to tell you for a fact, there is something going on that we need to be very sensitive. Today, the military that was given power by the defense ministry, by the parliament, by the courts, three bodies missed on the streets. There is no explanation given from the Minister of Defense why today we never had the military. We didn't see the armored vehicles, the military and whatever. They went missing just like that. There was no gazette notice to withdraw them from the streets, because when a gazette notice was given to allow them, also when they were being withdrawn, a gazette notice could have been given announcing normalcy to withdraw them. We haven't seen that. The question I'm asking, why did the military go silent and miss from the streets? It's the government that knows. Today, the courts told police that you should not use, not even today, there was a case in court, and the court directed, when they were giving directions to the military, the courts also directed police not to use live bullets. Today, the police Christian character is questionable. The way police were acting today, they seemed to be like people who knew what was happening. We haven't, although there has been a few shootings, but the police, especially in Nairobi, have been so gentle to protesters. Their character is questionable. The Gen Zs should not take this lightly. Then I was seeing how protesters were engaging the police. Unlike next week where protesters could kneel down or talk one-on-one with police without barricading roads and burning tires and doing some kind of gymnastic, today roads were barricaded with stones. Protesters were directly stoning police, and the police were so gentle. They were very gentle. A few water cannons were used today. I have not seen water cannons used much today. That is questionable. The young people should recall themselves to a meeting and ask, what is the government planning? Swali. Mimi nimewaibia siri. Would you ask yourself why the military went missing in action? Ask yourself why the police were very gentle today, even after having protested stoning at them directly. Why were they so gentle? Did they have a clue on what was happening? I saw what happened in Mombasa. Protesters touching vehicles. Protesters burning innocent vehicles. So, if you look at the protesters today, ni watu wachafu, hawajaoga vizuri. You know, Gen Z's last week ni wasichana warembo, wameoga mazee. Hey! Wanaume wamevaa Reeboks. Wameoga, wamepiga kifagio. Look at the protesters today. Dirty people, dressed like thugs, unkempt hair. Ask yourself why that picture today. Ask yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, as we gear up for the Sabasaba, please take caution. Take caution. It's either we put on hold dealing with Ruto and deal with the goons first to teach them a lesson, or we think otherwise, because this whole exercise is going to be painted negatively. It started well, peaceful demos, peaceful engagements, but it's turning violent and chaotic against what the Gen Zs stand for. Allow me to say that. I have given you an assignment. Those who are friends in the police force, you can ask them later on what transpired, and if they are genuine enough, they can be able to tell you. This only calls for a third eye to see that there was an infiltrated demonstrations today. If you were very careful. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.